Changing the shifter out on a 2010 HHR. Going to throw a little points of interest at you. This Allen screw is a 2.5 millimeter. Have to loosen it up, of course, then slide the handle up. This right here, they say you have to turn it, but I couldn't get it to turn and release, so I just pulled it straight down and with the little screwdriver in there, and it came out. Take that out and make sure nothing falls out, and nothing does. Now I got to go around this side and take these loose, slide that off, and we're good to go on that. I'm going to show you a couple other things on the shifter on changing it, because these bolts are a little bit tricky. Okay, what I had to do, because if you look in here and start shining the light down there, that's awful bright, isn't it? See those nuts? They're 13 millimeter hexes. There's two up there, and then there's two, one down there and one down in there somewhere is behind that little bracket. But you can use a 1/4 inch drive system and get in there and get them broke loose. Taking it out is a little bit of an issue because the bolts want to spin. I used a combination of a cordless driver and a cordless impact. The cordless impact is more important on putting it back together. Now the other problem that you have, other problems that you can have, are that, like I said, these bolts will spin, and what I had to do was use a combination of a magnet on a stick and I could lift the bolt up, and then I could take a pick, an angle pick, and slide it in beside it and lock it in place. Then I could spin the nut on by hand, and once I had the nut started, I could just use friction in multiple different directions and the impact, and was able to tighten those nuts up. And what that does, it saves you from having to pull this whole center console all the way out, and makes life a whole lot easier. It is a little tedious. Don't be fooled by that. And that same pick that I had earlier, I used to disconnect the lever latch on the electrical connector back there. And when it was time to put it back together, I had to twist and rotate it, and I used surgeon's tools. I forget what they're called, but it's basically stainless steel pliers. But I use them to go ahead and grab the wires and pull up while I push down on the shifter. Now all I got to do is I got to put the shifter handle back on there, put the trim on there, and put all the customer's junk back in the top of it. Let's see, is there anything else I could tell you that might be of relevance? Oh, when you pick this thing up, well, two things. Number one, you have this, I always call it a U-clip, but it's a locking clip that goes down in the shifter cable. And it goes in there and holds those plastic ears out. And it's just a matter of sliding it back down in there. I must have put it in backwards now. There we go. And it bottoms out right on the top of that bracket. Let's see. Used a flat screwdriver to get in there between the shifter and the shift cable to pop it off. Just used my hand to line it up and put it back in place. And I believe that's it, except for just snapping that cover back down. The cover does have two screws, one here and one here, and it's a little bit tedious getting that cup assembly out of there, but if you work with it, you can come up here to the top edge, stick a screwdriver in there. Then I used a plastic wedge like that and worked my way around, got it released at the top, and I could lift up on it and pull it out. And I'm really hoping all that does you some good. Hope it helps. Sparky out.